Welcome. Today we're going to go over the John Deere X590. So the X590 is uniquely positioned in our lineup with some features that you don't find in kind of the rest of the lineup. So we'll start at the front. We'll kind of work our way back here. So first off, you're going to see this nice big steel protruding frame that actually acts as a bumper as well. That frame runs all the way from the front to the back and adds to the rigidity of this machine and kind of the overall strength. That strength is going to lend itself to warranties that are 4 years up to 500 hours. So for whichever one comes first. You're going to see a 25.5 horsepower fuel injected Kawasaki engine. So that engine is going to be, really powerful, really nice, and very efficient because of that fuel injection. Just like all of our other John Deere machines, it's very easy to get into the air filter. It's very easy to get into to check your oil and to refill your oil. Additionally, I can access my oil filter really easily on the side. I've got that easy to use drain tube that sticks out the side. And I can also grab my fuel filter really simply on the side as well. Great access to the battery. Overall, the under hood compartment, just like all the rest of the John Deere lineup, really easy to use, very functional. And then I've got a nice printed service interval guide right on the top of the frame. So that's really nice as well. A little bit different from kind of years past. You're not seeing that bulged hood with all the air vents. So this is kind of to streamline the lineup. So this is going to look just very similar to the X300s. So you've got the nice integrated John Deere script on the side that you can see throughout the rest of the John Deere lineup. So all the way from our biggest combines and tractors, all the way down to our lawn tractors, you get that very good and nice familiarity with the green paint and the yellow accents. The X590, so the 5 is going to show the series of the machine. The 90 is going to tell us kind of a little bit of the story about the transmission and the engine offered. We talked about the engine. Let's talk about that transmission. So that K72 transmission is going to offer us travel speeds and mow speeds all the way up to 7.2 miles per hour. So one of the fastest lawn tractors that we offer, and certainly the fastest, a little bit faster than those X3s. So you got that great travel speed. Additionally, you're going to have that travel speed with comfort because I've got these nice big balloony HDAP tires. So that heavy duty all-purpose tire is going to be standard from the factory on this particular one. Also standard is going to be the 54-inch deck. So if I ordered this straight out of the factory, generally it's going to come with 54-inch deck and HDAP tires. There is the ability to offer this with a 48-inch deck, but you will not be able to option it with those HDAP tires. You'll have to get the regular turf style tires. They are a larger turf style tire, kind of similar to what we see on an X570. So if deck width is kind of an issue for you, you can get this machine with that 48-inch deck. Let's talk about that 54-inch Accel Deep deck. So that's going to have for a great cut quality. It's going to have maximum dispersion of the grass clippings out to the side. So that airflow is going to lend itself to just a great cut quality all the way around. Easy, again, access to maintenance. I've got greasable spindles on each one of my spindles on the decks. And additionally, I can maintain my machine by plugging this into my hose bib. This is that washout port. I can go ahead and turn on my blades, plug in my water, and let it wash itself out for about approximately 60 seconds. Again, a nice feature on this deck is I've got those adjustable anti-scalping wheels, and these can be turned to the side if I wanted to, so that if I wanted to pull the deck out, obviously releasing some pins underneath my deck, releasing the belt tension, I can just go ahead and slide that deck out to the side. So for ease of maintenance, those wheels become really nice. They also offer a great job of not scalping my terrain when we're moving along. So great feature on there. Let's talk about driver's compartment. So driver's compartment on this machine is super luxurious, super comfortable. First off, you're gonna see, again, you haven't seen this in some of the other machines in our lineup, you're gonna see a suspension seat that's offered on this one. Great, it's got some adjustability underneath as well, but nice high back seat, very comfortable, awesome command cut position. I can see all the way around me very simply. Up on my driver's compartment up here, I only have one lever one lever for the throttle, so the turtle to go slower, rabbit to go faster. Don't have to worry about a choke because remember, this is that fuel injected engine, so no choke on this. Easy to start in the cold. I've got the mower lift lever on the left-hand side. That will allow me to hydraulically lift and drop my deck. I've got the easy to use steering. That is hydraulic assisted steering on this, so it's very easy and comfortable to use as well. Again, you're kind of cream of the crop, top of the tier in the X5 lineup, so you're getting all those features. So another feature that we can talk about is that tilt steering wheel. That tilt steering wheel is going to allow me to get it on and off the machine with ease, and it will also allow me to make it as comfortable as possible while I'm operating this machine. On the right-hand side, we've got that key positions. That key goes up into the first click is just the lights. The next click up is just the regular operating position. I'll push past that detent to start my machine. It will automatically go back into the run position. If I want to run with the lights on, I just go ahead and click one more back, and that will allow me to drive with the lights on. And then, of course, all the way over is stop. I pull up on my PTO engagement lever to go ahead and engage my blades. So my power takeoff is engaged electronically with this yellow knob right there. And then I can set my park brake. I've got a right-hand foot park brake with the lever on the right-hand side. So I just pull up to engage my park brake, and then I just push down to release my park brake, all while detenting the park brake on that side. I've got cruise control offering on this feature, so all I have to do is be driving forward, press on the cruise control button, and that will allow this to maintain speed. So if I'm going along those ditch banks, I'm wanting to go a consistent speed, there's not a lot of turns or anything like that, I can set that cruise control and release my foot from the twin touch pedals that are on the right-hand side. Speaking of twin touch pedals, again, just like all the other machines in our lineup, press forward to go forward, backwards to go backwards. Doesn't really get any simpler than that. It's just a really nice, excellent design and tried and true. On my left-hand foot, I've got an orange knob. That orange knob is going to go ahead and engage my differential lock, or my traction control is what they kind of call it in the John Deere world. All I have to do is press down on that, and that will lock both of those wheels together. So if I'm having some slippage issues, or I'm going up some hills, or I just need a little bit extra traction, all I've got to do is press down while the engine is running, and that will lock that differential together in the back. So super simple to use. On the left-hand side, you're going to see some nice grab handles again, so this can handle those a little bit more extreme terrain, and so you've got those grab handles on the outside that offer you just a little bit more comfort and a little bit more security. I've got a 3.3 gallon fuel tank on this machine. It is tethered fuel cap, and it's got that nice big wide opening that we've come to expect in the X3 and the X5 series lineup. On the right-hand side, I've got a cup holder. This cup holder on the 5 series is really nice because it's got the cutout, so I can actually put a coffee mug with a handle on it, so it fits right nicely in there. And then, of course, I've got that covered storage. Taking a closer look at that suspension seat, so I do have the ability to adjust this suspension seat just with these rubber knobs. So these things can be changed. You can change them out, change positions. If you wanted to sit back a little bit more, you can just pull them all the way out. That will allow you to change the position of that. In the back, you're seeing that integrated hitch. So I've got the integrated hitch, so if I'm going to go ahead and tow, maybe a cart or something like that, I have the ability to do that. That K72 transmission is going to offer maximum towing capability. This thing will tow, like most bigger tractors will. Additionally, I've got the pull-out feature, so I can pull out the little knob, and that will release the hydrostatic transmission, so if I needed to push the machine, I have the ability to do that. This machine could be outfitted with material collection systems, so baggers, mulch kits, one-touch mulch control, all of those things are offered on this machine that could be added through the service and parts department. Hopefully you've enjoyed this overview. Thanks for joining me. This has been the John Deere X590. Hi, my name is Jason Hughes. I'm a territory manager out of Eugene, Oregon. I'm also a large property owner and own a lot of the equipment that you see featured in these videos. I hope you find this content helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below.